Okay, we'll try this again. I'm sorry about that. I had a an issue with a hotkey, and every time I touched a different key, it would actually mess me up because I didn't realize that I use that one when I edit. So, or when you type anything, so it's kind of hard. And all my other hotkeys are kind of tied up, so I can't do that. I've got to do it a little differently. Tonight's video is just basically a town setup. We're going to go through and basically reset up Twinbrook a little bit to make a master file. And this is something I'm just doing it for my own personal use. And so if you guys want to tag along, that's fine. But it's not really a update of video or anything like that. It's just putting things down, and you guys can kind of see what I'm going to do. And you may have ideas that you could shout out, or maybe it's something you like and you want to do in your game as well. So that's basically all it is. Nothing major. The town we're working on, of course, is Twinbrook, and I've been going in order the way that they were actually released. So here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is, of course, put my cheats on, which I did. You guys, if you were here earlier, you saw me do that. And then I make sure I have bind debug on. After that, we're going to go through and I'm going to just pull out first. I've started to do it the wrong way. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out lots that don't actually belong here, or that got placed here randomly. And those would be like this Showtime light right here. I don't want that there. So I'm going to get rid of it. Alright. And it shouldn't take it too long. Hopefully this Showtime light here, I don't want it here. Go ahead and pull it out. And let's see what else. There's another, I think there's an equestrian center that comes in from pets. I don't want that one. Those are really the only three lots that usually in my game get populated, and I just don't want them here. I really don't. I would rather them be placed if I want them. Okay, what I was showing you guys earlier, you guys saw it. There's this lot right here which has an open area you could actually modify and change out and put stuff in that thing. I don't really touch it. I don't mess with it, so I kind of steer clear of it. This lot, I wish I had access to it, but I don't. I haven't tried to go into live mode and try to build on it, but it's possible, but I haven't done that. Alright, that's all the lots out of here, but there's a lot of lots that I already have updated, so if you're following along, this is the part you probably don't want to do yet. Just leave your lots where they are, but I'm going to yank mine out because I already have updated lots. So this pool lot, it's got to go. I like the pool, but I've got some updates that I've already made to it. Let's see. I have to go back and double check. I believe I have the salon redone too. Let me just make sure. No, I don't. Alright, so the salon is not... okay, so now I know which ones. So I don't touch the salon. It's already the way it is. I'm going to leave it alone. This one right here, the Red Rendezvous, I'm going to get rid of it because I have a new version of it too. Well, it's not new, but it's, it's one that I use. So I'll get rid of it. Yeah, this will be on YouTube eventually, I would hope. I think the other ones are supposed to be, but I haven't updated them. The consignment store, I believe I do have it down here too. So yeah, I'm going to go and yank it out. I've got a modified version of it as well. I don't touch the fire station. I use the fire station in this career in this town, so I don't touch it. It's actually a good one. This should be your festival town, your festival lot. I don't mess with it. We will mess with the library a little bit, but we're not going to delete it. I'm just going to go in there and make a few changes. Over here at the laundromat, I get rid of this one too. That basically, I think, is the only lots that I get rid of. Okay, let's go ahead and go into our bin here. The first one I want to take is that laundromat that I just got rid of. I'm going to place a different version of it right over here. And then I'm going to go in and show you what I did, which makes it different. And so if you want to actually modify yours, you can see how I do mine. This has been play tested. It does work. I used it in my Ambitions LP quite a bit. And I love the fact, I love the fact that I didn't have to put a different lot on my game. I could just combine it right here. So it was pretty good. So obviously, of course, you have the laundromat just the way it is in the game. This is just the way everybody else's would be if they actually loaded it up. But this little staircase over here leads you to an upstairs room, which is where I put my elixir consignment store. Now, the only thing I don't like about it, if you turn it over at night, I really would like to have a little different vibe. So what I want to do is I want to go in here with my testing sheets, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the color of the lights. And I'm kind of thinking that we go with more of a purplish tone. Let's take a look and see if that actually does what I want. Kind of just gives it a different vibe. I might not like that after a while, but it just, I don't know. It's supposed to be all the magical stuff, and so I'm just going to go with the purple. Not crazy about the walls, but I think I was trying to carry over something just basic. What I could do though is I could actually grab some of these. Did I use these walls? Yeah, I used the same walls, but I didn't put them over here. Let me go back to turn the lights back on so I can see it without the purple. Yeah, I'm not crazy about these walls right here, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab this wall. There we go. I think that's actually better. Just to keep it all consistent. For some reason, it just seemed too plain to me, and I just didn't like that. Now, if you go back into it, obviously this one comes with a different lighting scheme as well, and I don't know that you can change it, to be honest with you. I haven't tried. Let's see if I can fix that. Nope, can't change it. Can't change the light. I guess it's just the way it is. Alright, but anyway, you could get rid of that and you wouldn't have it at all. But in this one, I've got, of course, the register that we could use. We've got the chess table. We've got this little horoscope machine. We've got the gem cutter. Got my alchemy station, a fairy thing. I've got a rocking chair and the magical makeover. So basically, I covered all the different things from the supernatural elixir one. And of course, anytime these grids are bothering you, you're just trying to check something or look at it, just go over here to terrain paints. It takes them away so you can get a better view of it and you can see what you're working with and see how it actually lays out. Again, I have play tested this one extensively, so it does work. You guys, if you watch my Ambitions LP, you saw it. I've got a lot of extra room just because I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like the toe tapping and the standing around because I can't route somewhere. So that's why I leave a lot of open room sometimes. This one, I don't even know why I have it here, but it's there. There's not a bathroom in here, but they do have a bathroom downstairs in the laundromat, and it never shuts down, never closes. So they can go over here and use that whenever they want. That's why I don't bother with a bathroom. There's nothing upstairs, just a little half room, and so that's basically that lot. Okay, the next lot we're going to go ahead and go back and put in. Let's just go to, since we're right here, the library. Let's go ahead and just edit it. This one I don't delete. I just go in and I just fix it. There's really nothing wrong with it, except for the fact that I believe it's missing skill book bookcases. So at least it is on this floor. So I'm going to go ahead and go into buy mode real quick. Go find into your study one, your study category, look for your bookcases, and we're going to go ahead and put the book corral. I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put another one right over here. And this way they will actually be able to come and use this library, and they can actually get skill books out of it. Otherwise they can't. They can just get entertainment books, which kind of defeats the purpose. Now you're welcome to put another one here too, because you've got room. So that way it just kind of gives you something else, and if you want more up on the second floor, you'll have to do the same thing. But really, at this point, if they're coming up here, they're probably coming up here for the toddlers, and I'm just going to leave all these alone. So that's basically it. That's all I do to the library, and we're good. So we're going to go ahead and just say, yep, that's fine. Let's see, I don't change any of this, but this one is, I believe, is that the spa? I think it is. It just doesn't have a name, and I forgot what the name is in the town, but I would normally go through and I would edit it. So if I knew for sure what the name was, I'd tell you what it is, but it is a spa. This one should say Festival Grounds, which means it's good. Let's go back over here and put back these empty lots that we just took away. First one's going to be our consignment store. So we're going to go and drop that one back in. It's pretty much the same. If you want me to stream my town setup for every town, I can. It's entirely up to you guys. I don't care. I was just doing them in order, so I figured I'll stream while I'm doing it. Okay, as we go ahead and go down into our lot, let's see if I can say yes, I'm going to accept it. Go back into it, and we'll just do a real quick look at it real fast. And we go down. Okay, this lot, nothing changed on the inside as far as what you see. This is what you get when you actually load up your ambitions lot, so this does not change one bit. That's exactly the same way for everybody's town. Alright. Going upstairs though, this little room back here, there's a door that they can come to. They can go up the stairs, and it's already there for you. You don't have to put that in there. It's already there. It leads you to a big empty room. Well, mine's a big empty nightclub. So this is the after hours bar at the consignment shop. So, and I put it in here just with a bunch of late night stuff. I don't remember who populates this, but I've played in it before. We've used it. I've come over and done it. Main thing I want to do is just make sure you double check and see whatever your music is set to, which mine's set to pop. I could put it on anything, but I think at the point I liked it. At that point I wanted pop. And of course, as you come in here, you may have to turn these on. If they're turned off, they should be on automatically. Mine always are, but sometimes you have to go in and reset them. There is another staircase which takes you up, and I don't think I finished. I got started with this one, but I kind of lost track of what I was going to do. And the only thing that I did, these bathrooms are not here. If you actually load this up, this is all completely empty. But I put these bathrooms in back here. So I've got a male and female bathroom, and it's ready for whatever I want to do in this room. I've got a whole big empty spot, but I just haven't really decided what I want to put on the third floor. So it's one of those that, yeah, maybe there'll be something here, but that's something I can develop over time. Maybe it will be an extension to the bar, or maybe it'll be something else completely different. I don't know, but that's basically it. But it gives you another floor, another place to work with, and so you don't have to worry about putting a lot down in your town because you've got room. So that is our consignment store. Pretty basic. That's pretty much all I do. The last lot that we took out. Oh no, we took out two more lots. We took out. We took out the Red Rendezvous, and this is my version of it as well. And I believe you guys saw me playing this one. You might have seen me playing a different version of it, but they're basically patterned off of each other. So this one I think was the original, I believe. So and I kind of liked it better. I think I did, but I've got both of them. But I think this is the original. Okay, this one is completely changed up. Let's go in here. The downstairs, I believe I left pretty much alone, except I put one of these outdoor showers from Sunlit Tides, just because I got tired of my Sims always coming over here. They were exhausted, they were filthy, and I thought, well, gosh, just give me a shower. But I could have put it in all-in-one, but I thought, we'll do the shower thing. So that works, and they don't get upset seeing somebody jump in their bathing suit and doing that. Okay, upstairs, this lot, I did make a lot of changes in here. One thing I want to check, of course, is the music, and let's change it to, I don't know why I keep doing pop for everybody. I think I'm going to switch this one over, and how about we'll go with the Geek Rock for this one too. I like Geek Rock. I did put in, let's see, this is all basically the way it is. I think these the food tables are there. This, obviously, I put in from Showtime. I put in the professional bar. I think they had juice bars, and I just get rid of them if I can because they annoy me. If I turn the lights on, you'll see that this is actually, because it's called the Red Rendezvous, I wanted this room to be red, and so that's why I actually made it red. If I take those little grids off, you can see a little bit better. And if I turn the lights back to normal, maybe it's even better still. Yeah, still kind of hard. Alright, over here I put the claw machine and the whack-a-mole just because I had to put something there. There was nothing there. And I think in the other updated version of it, I might have put a arcade machine over here. So I think it would work. It would be great because I kind of wanted to keep, if the kids are coming over here, this is basically where they should be, is on this level. Not exactly with the bar, but you know, maybe over here on this side. I believe the arcade machine should be, do we have one over here? There might be one. I don't know for sure. Maybe it's under indoor activities. Yep, I think it is. Let's see, indoor activities, we've got that. I guess not. I guess I don't have them in here. So if you go into the collections, you can get a whole bunch of different choices. University had some. A couple other ones did too. You could get the vending machines, but I'm just going to grab just a random one, just something else so that they have something that they could use. Alright, the staircase is already built for you because there's another floor. So I'm going to go up here and take a look, and I'll show you. This is essentially Showtime stuff for the most part. I gave them, of course, our pool table, the rodeo, all this stuff. I think pretty much all came from Showtime. Looking at it, I think pretty much everything is. But that was just it, just another room for them. And of course, at night, if you look at it, it had a different color scheme. This one, of course, gives you the white, but this room's supposed to be blue. So there we had the red on the bottom, we had the blue on the second floor, and then there's a third level, which of course you have your staircase over here. No bathroom over here. So if you want a bathroom, you're either going to have to build one or you have to put in an all-in-one. But the third floor is my late night bar. So this is where I had some more of the arcade machines. I had just the casino stuff, an actual bar, and it does work. All this stuff does actually work. And I believe the color scheme up here was this magenta color or purplish color. So that was basically my Red Rendezvous. And it works. Like I said, I've played it quite a bit, and every time I play in Twinbrook, I tend to go grab the slot or either the other version of it, which is pretty much identical. And it just gives my Sims a lot of things that they can do over here. So that's my version of it. The next lot that we took out was actually a pool. Let's go over here and grab the pool, and we'll put it right back. Hopefully you guys are seeing. If you like what I'm doing, that's fine. If you don't, now this pool is about as dull and boring as it can be when you first load it up, so that's why I add quite a bit to it. I want them to have a hot tub or have access somewhere in this town, and there is nowhere, so I put it over here. I'm not wild about it because I think I needed something a little bit different. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Let's accept it, but I'm going to make a modification to it because I noticed it when I actually pulled it. I was like, there really needs to be something right here, and I can fix that. So we're going to go ahead and take just this right here, the simple flooring, and we're just going to put like right there, and I'm going to back this up slightly so that it's in the center. And that to me it's a little bit better. It just kind of gives you the idea that that actually serves a purpose there. And then I also was going to do the same thing over here just to kind of, I don't really want to match it up, but yet I kind of do. So we're going to kind of do the same thing here. And then that pit right here, if you look, all the little chairs you can see would actually be within that grid. So it kind of matches and gives you a little bit sense of balance. I did do the right numbers, didn't I? Yep, I did. So that's kind of the way I wanted to do it. And I'm going to re-upload this lot or resave it. I don't know that they ever use this refrigerator, but I stick it out there because it came with outdoor patio stuff or whatever. So I just stick it out there. I wanted them to have access to a surfboard or surfing station, so they do have it here. I believe Riverview, I don't know that I gave them one. I don't think I did. I think I left that for residential. So this town in Sunset Valley, I did make sure to put the surfing station in because it doesn't populate. And of course, I wanted them to have diving boards and a slide. They can actually listen to music, have their chess time, but the toddlers have something you can bring them over for. So there's a little bit of everything. Oddly enough, there are no grills on this lot, so make sure you stick something in. And of course, I gave them the basketball court just for more fun. So it gives you a little bit more purpose. The interior, I did nothing. I left it completely alone. It's exactly the same as you would get it. Other than that, that's basically the lot. So it gives you something else, gives you somewhere else to bring them, and a few more things for them to do and make your day a little bit more fun. Otherwise, it's kind of dull. All right, I believe that's it for the community lots that we needed to look at. Everything else, I believe, is fine. I leave these lots open, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it into a residential lot real quick because I don't really want to mess with either one of these. This town is really small, and so it's kind of one of those. I just hold on. If I need these lots for houses, the bin came with a bunch of them. Now there is one lot that I could put here, which I like, and it's one that I grabbed in the meantime when I had that little issue where I was talking without sound. I went over to the university screen and I pulled the bowling alley. And if you pull the bowling alley, it's going to fit perfectly on this lot, and I think it looks really good and it works. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but I kind of like having it since I don't have a bowling alley in this town, and I think, well, gosh, I would like to have one. This one makes the best choice. I could put the Regency Arcade that you guys saw, but it's a little bit too bright and colorful for this world for some reason. It just kind of doesn't do it for me. Now this technically is the way it should be loaded because your cars would come in this way, but it's to the side. So I'm going to flip it around to the side here, and it's going to look a little odd, but I think they could actually drive up this way, so I think it still works. Yep, so that's the front of it. Cars are parked in the back, and so to me that looks a lot better, even if these poor people live in this nice house across the street, which is usually where my Sims live. I know they have to look at that, but it's fine. It's actually a nice looking building, and of course on the inside there's absolutely nothing, but you can make a few modifications if you like. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This bar right here, there is absolutely no purpose to it because, like I said, juice bars to me are just horrible. I just don't like them at all. So I just go ahead and get rid of it. Let's go ahead and pull you out of here, and we'll pull that one out. Let's go look at the possibility of putting in just a real bar. And it may not be that, whoever you are, stop calling. Who is that? Oh, I think I do need to answer that, but I'm not going to. Sorry. They'll have to leave a message. Where was I at? Professional dive bar edition. Let's go ahead and see. This one I may have to move these counters back a little bit. I think I always do. So I believe it's one of those. They're just a little bit too close. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Nope, it's fine. Alright, good. I just didn't have enough. Let's move you. I gotta move you guys over one. That's right. I knew there's a weird thing because of this. So you have to move it over slightly. Alright, let's get you over here. Move this one. What is your problem? Why are you messing with me today? Alright, I guess it doesn't like me today. There is a reason why it's doing that. I don't exactly know why. Maybe it's that light. Let's just move the light. Put you here. Put you... Seriously? Okay, see, that'll go that way. I guess I have to come sideways. See, I knew it was... There's always an issue with this lot for some reason. Or this one little spot. There we go. So you just have to kind of slide it over. It's offset slightly because you'll notice it doesn't line up over there. Now I ended up basically getting rid of this one here, and it is a little bit off center, but that's fine. Go ahead and grab your color scheme. Let's go match with this one. Yeah, I see the stuff that's out in the middle I got to get rid of. Alright, go ahead and take you out of here. Let's see. Load up. Please. Alright, go ahead and do this one. For some reason, I don't like that. There we go. I just want to make sure that matches. This one, will that work? There we go. That gives me enough. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a couple of these bar stools because I think I'm going to need a few extra ones, but I don't know how many. So get one on each side of the bar. Grab you, and I believe that should be all the bar stools. I really want to grab one more though. And I did not forget about the lights. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and turn the lights. That doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. We'll grab a couple of bar stools. I don't think they ever really use that many, but I just like to have them in there anyway. And then we'll take, I believe I moved this light right there. Alright, so that gives us those lights. Everybody's good. I'm not really going to change anything else up here because they tend to actually use it. They gravitate towards this stuff and they use it just fine on their own. Down here, you could do some stuff over here with this juice bar as well. You could actually change it out. Typically what I do is I take one of these out and get rid of it. And then we go over to our university stuff again. Because I want them to be able to eat. So I don't want them to actually have to go. And the bar does have food. They can get food from the bartender. But I'd rather them get something else as well. You could do either a vending machine or you could do like a food register. You'd have an NPC there. Or you could put this bistro bar in as well. So it's entirely up to you which one you like. Get this guy out of here because he's annoying me. And you come back over here as well. There we go. Grab the color. And we'll grab this. This way, if your Sims are over here, you don't have to go home or go get something to eat. You can stay right here, stay on the lot, and things are good. I do want to actually extend the bar just slightly. I have put a stage in here before. I've done all kinds of stuff with this lot before, but typically I just try to keep it as simple as I can. Not a whole lot to it. It's mostly for looks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But these guys I just get rid of because I just find them to be pretty much worthless. They'll probably end up going and finding a spot upstairs to eat if you buy something, but there's a possibility that they'll use those. So there we go. Got these in here. These guys are good. For your stage, if you want to put more instruments, you can. I just leave it like that, or you could actually do something a little different. You could take this one out, put it off to the side, and we'll go over here into Showtime, and let's see what we can come up with. Oh, it's not Showtime. That's not Showtime. Showtime's blue. That's blue. That's Island Paradise. It's the top blue. Alright, go over to Showtime, and then let's go in here and grab, where are you at? You're a big thing, but you look small. Okay, there we go. We'll grab our karaoke machine, and we'll put it back a little bit because they tend to like to stand over here and watch. But we've got a karaoke machine. You could also put the podium if you want. It's entirely up to you. If I put it that way, maybe they sing and they face this way. So should I turn it? Yeah, that's okay. We'll just leave it that way. I kind of like it at an angle. All right, so that should give you another couple of things that they could do that they should gravitate towards on their own. And again, there's tables over here for them to use. They can come and do their computer hacking over here, which is awesome. Um, as far as this right here, I don't really have a purpose for it. If you wanted to do something a little different, maybe you want to actually increase and give your town something else, go over into, I believe you're going to have to go into build mode for this one. So go over to build mode. Let's go down to university, which is the orange, and let's take a look real quick. It should be, I believe, towards the bottom. Maybe not. I gotta find it. It takes me forever to find these things. And I may have to go to community objects as well. But I thought it would be over here first. Let me just double check. God forbid I don't want them doing laundry over here. That's not what I want. They got enough to do in this town. Alright, let's go over here to community objects. I guess it's probably over in here. And it's probably going to be under miscellaneous. Yes, under miscellaneous, but let's just filter it to make it a little bit easier so I don't have to hunt through everything. And it's definitely with university. So let's go over to university, filter. There we go. We've got our, this is our comic book register. So you could actually give them a comic book register, but I probably wouldn't face it that way. I'd probably face it this way, because this is basically the entry point and all your Sims gather here. So it's a little bit easier for them to actually line up here on this side. So that way you've got nerds, you got rebels. They can come over and drink at the Rebel Bar or the Barista Bar. Your nerds can go play or read your comics and go over here. Your jocks can come over here for this. So you basically have covered all three types for your university, and that's kind of what I wanted a lot to do, to give you some other functionality for that. So that's me. Again, I do it that way. Some people probably don't, but I do. This one I think was just on the lot. You could get rid of this car if you wanted to. I don't really think I need to because it's decorative. So it's you saw it had no value, so I'm just going to leave everything there. But you can get rid of these cars if you want, but I'm going to leave them. But that's this lot, and I think it's pretty good. What I want to do, though, with it is, since I like the modifications that I've made, I want to keep that one versus the one that I saved. So let me get the one that I saved out of my inventory. So here's what I had, and I'm going to just go ahead and delete it because I don't want it. It's the same size lot, so I'm not changing anything that way, but I'm going to now take this one and save it. So if I put it in another world, now I've got the same one, and I don't have to worry about actually changing it up. And I believe there was one other lot that I changed. That would have been the pool lot. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that pool lot that I actually had. I'm going to delete it now that I'm thinking about it, because what happens is I will forget, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I thought I made a change. What did I do? And I can't remember. So if I save it this way, then I know I've got it. And then of course I go back later and I will save all these to a zip drive so I can keep them and never lose them. Okay, that takes care of that spot. Again, I don't change any of this stuff. I leave the rest of this stuff alone. I like the swamp area. This one I like, so you can build your own little deck house if you want. So I'm not gonna mess with that one. My Sims may like to do it. All of these are good. These houses, you've got a ton of houses in your bin. If you go through here and flip through them, if you go all the way back down into the very beginning, you've got a whole bunch of these houses, but most of them, they don't quite look right because they have this sidewalk here. I don't usually use them. If I need the houses, I'll build something, but if I don't, I don't worry about it. But these, there's a couple of them that I do like. So one of them is the wedding cake one. I'll put that one right here on the 30 by 20, but I only put it there if I really absolutely need it. So when I edit my lot, do I keep it? Do you export it? So yes. Yes, I do. I put everything over to the zip drive, and then if I have to regenerate the game, I bring in all my personal downloads, and I do them that way. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me. I know that it's mine. I know that they don't have any corruptions or anything on them, so they're good. This is the lot that bothers me. So we're going to go work on this lot today. First of all, it's a small park, which I don't really want that to be. We're going to change that over to a big park. Otherwise, nobody's ever going to come over here and use it. Then we're going to go down and we're going to make some modifications here as well. Because to me, this lot, yeah, there's spawners on it. And if the spawners are bothering you, you don't like looking at them, like I don't really want to look at them, turn your buy debug off. And then they go away. And now you can place stuff there. You won't even have to worry about what you place. Okay, this lot, really no purpose. There's nothing. Now you could, if you really wanted to have a Showtime Performance Park, you could build a park back here. And I've thought about it. It's been a while since I've actually built a park. But I don't really use those venues that often, so I'm not planning to do any kind of Showtime in Twinbrook. We did it before. You guys saw me do it with Shelton, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to worry about it, because if I had to, I could do it. But I've got the lots that I would be able to use except for the big park venue. Instead, what I really want to do is I want to go over here to the outdoor stuff. Let's go ahead and do some outdoor seating, and I've got a plan for this area. You guys will see it pretty quick. Actually, let's start with outdoor activities. Which one do I want to use? The traditional wedding arch is going to be right here. We're making a wedding venue right here. There's this one. There's a couple of other ones. Let's see. This is the one. This is the woodsy one. That one would be. That's the one I'm going to use for like Dragon Valley and whatnot. So I'm not going to mess with that one here. Let's see if there's another one. Thought I had a different one that came in the store. I'm pretty sure I do, but it may already be. It may just be the basic ones. All right, so whatever the one you want, you just stick it over here. But I think that will be fine. Okay, what I like to do though is I like to kind of tie it into this this color. So we're going to take this stone color right here, and we're going to put it on our arch. Yeah, it's an arch. It's kind of got just this on the side, so it doesn't really change the top up here. You can change the top if you really want to. So we could go over here and see if we can change that a little bit if we like. If you don't like it, get rid of it. So if you want to put it there and see, it just kind of blends in, I guess, a little bit, so it doesn't look like it stands out so much. But it does give you something else. Now, of course, we could have gone Vegas style. We could have gone for the perfect couple one, which it's close enough. It looks a lot like it, but I kind of like the one we're using right now. And then there's another one. Like I said, I thought there was another one that was in here as well. I don't see it offhand, so not really going to mess with it. Not going to worry about it. If I don't see what I want, it's okay. Now, you could have also put in over on this lot, there's a couple other things you could have done. Let me see if I can find it. You could have put this lot right here in the middle, and you could have, if you're playing a lot of occults, and you could have made this like your your contest area. It would fit. I just have to move my arch, but it is the broom riding thing. So here, but I'm not really gonna mess with it. But you could do that. I just would rather have a wedding place than all of my venues or all my towns. And I was gonna do it down on the beach, but you know, I figured let's just do it over here. So we're gonna go look at our seating, and I don't think it's gonna be under outdoor seating. So I think everything I want is under dining room seating. Let's start with that. And there's some chairs that I really like. You guys have probably seen me use them before. It's the to have and to fold with the bow. So we're gonna go ahead and take these out. All right, we're gonna go with a couple here. I just try to make just a nice little setting. All right, go ahead and put you guys here, here, and here. Okay. The color scheme, if you want to change it from the pink, you can. I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter to me on this one, but I think I'm going to leave it as is. However, we are going to give them a couple other things. Let's give them a nice buffet table that came, or a nice table, which I believe it is this one right here. Nope. It's similar to that one. It's very close to that one. It is almost identical to that one, actually. I'll find it. Trust me, I've seen it a million times. Is it not that one? It's not. Sorry, my head is just pounding right now. I got a headache. So that's why I'm probably not finding things as fast as you guys can. You're screaming at me. I can feel it. You're like, it's right there. Yeah, I know. I'm probably going right past it, but I don't see it. And I know it's in here. Well, maybe that is the one. Maybe. Oh, I think that is the one, and I just changed it up. Yeah, that is the one. Dadgummit, I'm not even thinking. All right, so yeah, that's the one I use. We're going to put it out here to the back. It's a nice little table, and then we're going to go ahead and take this color scheme right here, and we're going to duplicate it, so that way it kind of ties in. Now, I don't really like it because it did not do what I wanted to do, so instead, let's go back over here. Let's grab the pink, which is what I really was trying to get. And I want to put the pink one, not there. I want it there. Okay. Go ahead and take that out. And then, of course, you want to get some chairs around your table. So if you want to use these same chairs, you can. And it's up to you how many you want to put. I don't think I'd ever have more than 8 Sims sitting down to eat at any one time anywhere. So I'm going to put the eight right there. And let's see. Let's go ahead and put this a little off center, and I'm going to try to put it at an angle. There we go. And then over here on this side, we're going to go back over to is it under dining room tables? It is. It is right. I know it's over here. It's gonna be here. Maybe, no, it's under outdoor food. I got you. It's under outdoor cooking. It's right here. Not you. Not you. Huh. Where are you at? I don't know why I'm not finding it. Where's that thing at? It's the one with the food, the buffet table. I don't know exactly where it is. I'm drawing a blank on it. It's not under bars. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I thought it had a title. I thought it had a name like Wedding or something. I didn't know it just was that same one. Okay. It's been a while since I placed it because I always have it. I just stick it down there and don't worry about it. Alright, so we've got this, but I don't really want it here. I'm going to put it off to the side over here because this is going to be the side that we actually do our eating. Hey, kitty kitty. How you doing? And then we're going to go over here and go to... I need to go down to late night. So let's go look at late night stuff real quick. Late nights over here. We're going to go with a very small dance floor, but I think we can get away with the medium on this lot. So let's go with the medium dance floor. Let's go ahead and grab the wood from this chair. And let's see. I bet if I put the whole thing in there, including the pink, it'll probably work just fine. It'll all come out white. Yep, there you go. Alright, so we've got ourselves a nice little dance floor. We're going to need some music, so let's go up here to our... Let's see, go to our radio or stereo, which is this one. I'll use the outdoor one. I assume it's outdoor one. It works no matter what. We want to give them a few different effects. So if we go over here, we're on late night. So let's go ahead and take something for them as well. You know what? I'd rather go to the Showtime one. Let's go to the Showtime one. Let's see what we got there, because there might be something. That's Island Paradise. Why do we do that every time? They're so similar. From a distance they are. Alright, looking at our stage props. You've got some different things that will give you different effects. So I like these lights, but they're a little bit obnoxious right there by the wedding. So I don't think they'll fit unless you go right off of that. And we'll kind of try to subdue it a little bit. I think maybe it'd be better if we do it over on this side. How close can I get to you? Alright, that's close enough. So that's not quite in the way, but it's close. Anything else I wanted to get? It would be... I think that's about it. This is the weather effect one. Yeah, that's the effects. We'll go with this one, and I don't think there's enough room on that side, so I won't really mess with that. Okay, we do need some outdoor lights, so let's go ahead and get them a few outdoor lights that they can use, and we'll just put something not too big. How about the torches we saw before were good? I just want the small ones, very basic. Very basic ones would be good if I can find them. Yeah. If I do this and I change one of these, let's go ahead and use again the same pattern. We're just gonna go with this whole thing. We'll look at it because most of the time my weddings are gonna be either, they might be late afternoon, but usually I like to do it at night. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do those. Just a little white one, and I'm gonna put one on the other side. It shouldn't be real bright. It should be kind of dark. Alright. Oh, I can go right on the edge. Can I go on the edge? Oh, that's even better. Alright, go ahead and take you out. Take a look and see what we've got at night. Alright, I think that would work. That's okay. Let's go ahead and get you a few more lights over here, though, by the, whatchamacallit. Go right behind it. They're not really standing out. You don't really see them, which is fine. Now we're going to go with some decorative flowers, I guess. How about... The ones I like the most are these from Master Suite. Let's see. Can I go with this one in the front? Let's go with Or is it this one? Let's go with that one to the side. Let's go with same thing. I want to just keep it basically the same. Go with this one over here. Now I'm kind of thinking we needed to have that other arch, but I think we're okay. As long as we have something, we're good. If I turn this, there's only one other thing that I'm really missing that I think they might need. Let's go over here into our outdoor stuff. Let's go look for outdoor seating, and it should be just this little outdoor table. You're going to want to have a place where they can actually serve the cake. I believe they have to have a table for that, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I'm thinking Sims 4, but I think they have to have a table to cut the cake. And this one's good enough. And then, of course, they have that table to go over there and eat. So we've got this one. I'd rather have everything basically pretty much centered. That's basically it. That's going to be my wedding lot for the most part, and we'll go ahead and take a look at it at night. So if we had a nice wedding going on with our family, before we actually go out here, I want to actually look at it without the grids. This is what our wedding venue would look like. This bothers me a little bit. This little table bothers me here. So I think, where would I want to put it? It's actually probably the best place to put it, unless I move it up here and we get it just a little bit further out of the way. So, I mean, yeah, they can walk up to that. That's not really going to be an issue. It is at an angle, but I think that would actually still work. I mean, I could always move it, but it's a little bit too far back, though. I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth. Do I put the wedding cake there, or do I just leave it where it was? So, there's a round wedding one. Alright, well, let's go take a look at it and see if there is one. So let's go back with our lights on. Let's go take a look into buy mode. It's probably under just dining room tables. Let's take a look and see. I'm sure it came with the store. Does it have a cover? I'm sure it has. The roundabout. Oh, it's that one, isn't it? That's better. We'll just put the pink on that one. So let's get rid of you. I think really if I go right there in the center, yeah, I mean it's okay. I'll live with it. I don't really know where else I'd want to put it, to be honest with you. But let's just go ahead and put it there. Alright, so there we go. So we've got this one. Oh, it's a different one. Second row, 821. Look at you. You're good. Second row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one. Okay, now that one's pretty too. That one would work. Huh. That would work too. I don't know. Oh, 7th. You're talking about this one. That's the one oh. 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 Because I could put the pink on that too. Alright, well, let's use it. Let's take a look at it. We'll just kind of evaluate and see what we like. Which one do we like better? So, because I think both of them would work. You know what? I think, personally, I like this one better than this one. But, then again, yeah, this one really matches this style. This one matches this style. So it's, because you can see how the tablecloth all the way comes to the bottom. This one has a little bit of a gap. So really, it's kind of like whichever way you want. They're very similar. They're very good. Either one would work. You could have a bride's cake and a groom's cake. You could have both. That way you wouldn't have to actually make a choice. Wait, don't we have a... hold on. Hold the phone. Alright, let's go over here. Small appliances. Don't we have... Oh, please tell me we got one. We got a chocolate maker. We're getting both. We're going to get both of them. Alright, so we're going to have this over here in case they want to have chocolate. This was going to be for the wedding cake. Dilemma solved. We're going to use both. So the only thing I want to do, though, is I don't really like this brown. So I want to change that up just slightly. Let's go ahead and take the white out of here. And we're going to put the white on that chocolate maker. I don't know if we can change the base. I'm not sure. Let's just give it a shot and see if we can. I hope we... Oh, I love creative style. I love it. Alright, so we got rid of the brown. So there we go. So now we've got a wedding venue that any of our Twinbrook people should be fine with. They should be happy coming over here. Let's take a look at it without the grid. Taking a look at it at night. Now there's a function to it. There's a reason for it. There's a purpose to come all the way up here every once in a while. You will probably have to set up these in your game. I don't think I can set them up in live mode. I'm not sure. Let's see, double check. Oh yeah, I can. So we'll turn this one on. We're going to make the effect. I think we should make the effect heart bubbles because it's a wedding. And then for this one, we're going to turn this one on. Can I turn it on? No, I guess not. I guess you have to go into live mode to turn that one on. So at least you would have that, so you could actually do something as well. But that would be good. So I'm happy with the lot now. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and go back up. And because I don't want to have to go through all of this again, I'm going to grab this lot and I'm going to go ahead and take it, save it. So if anything happens and I end up not being able to do it, oh, you got a good point. You got a great point, and I guess I really need to get rid of this. Hold on. Before we do anything else, why don't we do this real quick? Let's go ahead and do a quick save, because I haven't saved at all, and we've been doing quite a bit of work. So let's go ahead and make sure we don't lose any of our progress that we've done so far. Good point, Micro the New. It's an excellent point. So I forgot we need a bathroom. So that I will get. I completely forgot, and usually my Sims don't have to worry about it so much because they have either steel bladder or they have just potions or whatever, witches or something that takes care of it. But I'm going to fix that. So before I do anything, let's take this lot that I just did. We're going to delete it. Not from here, but we're going to delete my version of it. And now I'm going to go into it. We're going to work on that bathroom. So let's get that out of the way first. Go ahead and turn the lights back on. The bathroom, we probably want to put it towards the back, and I'm thinking we're just going to do something very simple. Let's go ahead and get them just a nice little all-in-one, but we're going to do the all-in-one outhouse, so it's going to be out here way in the back. We could put it way back here, but I think you got to have some flat land, and it's kind of hard to find it. We'll put one over here, and we're going to put another one over. Before I do that, I'm going to change out that blue, because that blue just drives me nuts. Oh, I don't think you can. You're stuck with that blue. Yeah, you're stuck with that one. That's the only bad thing. I hate that. I wish you could have something different, but it's fine. But we're doing a nice little bathroom. Let's see, another one of these. It's kind of like porta potties. Porta potties. If you ever had to use one, oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. They're awful. I still have like nightmares from having to use one once. It was awful. This is all slanted, so I was kind of trying to get it in between the trees, but it doesn't look like that's going to actually work for us. So we're fine over here, as long as they have a place to go, and that's about enough. 2 is good. That takes care of all their needs. There shouldn't be a big thing, and plus, of course, if I'm over here, it's not going to show up in any of the pictures. We'll never even know that there's a bathroom there, but we know it's there, so it's all good. So that'll work. Yeah, I put the tiki torches behind there, so I took put those little things over there. Probably ought to put some lights on the bride and groom, though, I would think. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of lights here. Let's see, can I put one here and maybe put those here? And maybe put one there, and then that way when they're standing here at night they got lights on them. So I think that would be a little bit better. So I'm thinking I'm happy with it now. I think that's pretty decent. We've gotten pretty much everything we needed, and I don't think I need anything else. Yeah, you can put a piano out here and hire a pianist, but who wants to go through all that? It's probably going to rain anyway because it's my game. It's always going to rain. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure we save that. I don't want to lose all that work that I have to go back and do again. I really don't want to do it. But that was the only big lot that I do. I had to make some changes or modifications to. The rest of it, like I said, these are going to stay empty if I need a house. I never do anything with this lot. I want to just take a look at it. It's loaded as a small park. They never use it. There's not much to it, and there's not much room to it. Plus, of course, some of the ground, I don't know, I would just send my sim over here maybe to read a book or something, but really there wouldn't be much. But I like this fountain right here. Let's turn the lights back on. However, I think we can just jazz it up a little bit. So let's go ahead and create a fountain. Let's go ahead and get our fountain objects first. If we go with, I just want let's go with a medium geyser right here. And let's just give this a little bit more here. How about, we gotta actually line them up, get them in the center. Alright, let's go, whoops, not you. We'll put you right here. We'll put you right here. And then we're going to put a big one right here in the middle if it'll fit, which it looks like it will. Alright, I think that's about right. There we go. So we got some fountains. We got some water there. So it just kind of gives it a little bit of a different thing. And I believe if we wanted to, let me just double check this. I don't think you can do this. Nope. But you could actually do something else. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can or not, but we're going to try this and see if it works. Oh, yes, it does. Alright, we're going to actually put some lights out here. Put a light over here. Make sure it's facing towards the fountain, please. There we go. And we'll put a light right there. Alright, so those lights are actually pointing towards the fountains. And I believe I'm going to go with a different color. Let's go ahead and set the color for this one. What color do we want our fountain to be? Twinbrook, what color do you want? You can come over here and change it for the seasons if you want, but I don't really know what color I'd like. Let's see. How about, let's just take a look and see what it looks like with the purple for some reason. And we're going to just make this light first, and we'll just take a look. Okay, can't really see a big difference. It's not really that bright, so let's change the intensity a little bit. Maybe we can make it bright for this light, and may not make any difference whatsoever. Doesn't look like it does it? Let's go ahead and make another change of a color and see if that actually will help it. Sometimes it does. Sometimes the color is just, set it to magenta maybe. Go with this light. Didn't make much of a difference, did it? Well, I didn't think it would. However, we can get around that too. There's another way we could do this. So let's get rid of these lights, and I'll show you the other one that we could try, which might help us even better. Oops, not that. Not that. Got to be careful what you're grabbing. Alright, so let's go down to, go to build mode, go over to your pool, go to your objects, and oh, there's a light here. You can put it right there. Put a light right there. Put a light right. Hello. Hello. Go underneath it. It won't go underneath it. Alright, we'll go in front of it though. I can do that. Hold on. I saw you. You're hiding from me. Alright, go there. Oops. There you go. Must be against the wall. Well, it is against the wall. Now, these lights right here, I've already got a color on them. So that's why they're kind of giving you that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this color. And you guys wanted to try magenta for, let's go with this room. So that may fix all of my lights. So I've got at least that color for that room right there. So at least it gives it a little bit more something. I don't know. You can always change it at any time, but it'll work. I just like the waterfall effect. I like that, or the fountain effect. So to me, that just makes it a little bit better. And I'm kind of thinking, are we off? No, we're not off center. You could also do the other waterfalls that actually jump if you want. I'm not going to, but you could. Okay. Believe that is it. Let's go back up here. I'm going to take this lot out. It really doesn't stand out much, does it? The color doesn't do nearly what I thought. Let me go back in and look again, because I think it might be all the other lights that are overpowering it, like this light right here. So if you make this one dim, you can set the color, or just set the intensity to really dim for this light. Maybe do the same thing for this one. We'll just try it for this one, and I think there's a light over here. This might help out a little bit. It may not. It may not do a darn thing, but it's worth giving it a shot. So go with this light. I think those are the only ones except for those big street lights, but let's just take a look at night and see if that helped out at all. Okay. Yeah, kind of. You have to kind of get up to look at it and see it, but from a distance you don't really notice it. Now it's probably when those little street lights would have actually helped. But it's fine. I don't know. It's one of those things that I could actually get rid of those lights and be happy with it. It's not really that big of a deal. I just really wanted the water fountain. That's all I really wanted, was just to put the fountain there so that it's nice and it's something different. But yeah, that'll work for me. We can always play with those lights while you're in game. You can play with them at any time. It's really not any kind of a big deal. But because I don't want to go through and have to do that every time, save it. That way, if I want to use it, you can't use this lot anywhere else. It's the only place it's ever going to fit. So it's kind of like, all right, once you have it, I probably won't mess with it. But let me just double check. If you want, you can go into these people's houses, evict them, give them diving boards and all that kind of stuff. If my Sims are super rich and we go to a party and I want a diving board, I'll just turn my cheats on, turn on build buy, and I'll just give them a diving board and I'll pay for it. But I don't really go through and do everybody's house. I just wait and see if I actually need it when I get there. For the most part, everything else, I think the rest of this town pretty much is done. There's nothing else that I would really consider adding. I go through it by expansion pack usually, and I think about what would I do in this world. There's some things I would never do. Like most late night careers, I wouldn't do the actor or the director here, and I wouldn't do showtime here unless I absolutely had to. Then I would use maybe this lot for the park venue, and this could be one of the other ones. I would mess around and change a few things around, but not much. So for the most part, I would just say this one works just fine for us. So let's go ahead and make sure we save it so we don't lose our progress here. We're going to save it again. Again, as I use this lot, I would never go over and actually open this one ever again. I would just do a copy of it, make that copy, give it a title, open it up, start playing. If I get upset or something happens and I rage quit, I can just delete it, come back here to my original, and I'm ready to go. Again, I had thought about it. I toyed with the idea of actually creating some kind of a park venue or something down here. Well, I'm not a park venue, a wedding. But what I saw is, you look at this lot. It's lumpy. It's very difficult to find any flat spaces unless you want to flatten them out. So that's why I thought, no, let's just go up to the other one, because at least I've got some flat places. But I really don't want to mess with doing any of this here. So at this point, I would just say leave this alone. The rest of it is good. So all right. So that takes care of Twinbrook. We are pretty good, and like I said, I like it. I think I could play it and not have to worry about setting it up anytime soon, because there's nothing else I could think of that I would add that I wouldn't just put on my own personal private lot. So alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and then we're going to load up Barnacle Bay and we're going to start making some edits there. And I've got a few lots there as well, so we're going to go through and grab that one. So guys, if you're just joining me, I'm just doing a couple of town setups, nothing big, not any LPs tonight. Hoping my voice will last, because I got to go to work early tomorrow, and it's not going to be fun. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time, which for most of you will be just a couple of minutes. Be right back.